A notary public in New York State is found to have notarized documents outside of their jurisdiction. What are the potential consequences for this action? If we look at the Executive Law Section 130 of the Notary Public License Law, it helps us answer this question. Specifically, it states that the Secretary of State may suspend or remove from office for misconduct any notary public appointed by him or her. So with that in mind, let's look at our four choices to determine our solution. Choice A states, the notary public may face suspension or removal of their commission. Now, this seems to be our solution because, as we just read, that's precisely what can happen for a notary public who commits a misconduct. Notarizing outside of their jurisdiction is certainly a misconduct. However, let's look at our other choices just to be certain. Choice B states, the documents become legally void. Well, is that the case? If we look at Section 142A of the Notary Public License Law, in fact, it says quite the opposite, that despite certain defects, the notarization will still remain valid. And if you look at subsection F, one of those defects is the fact that the action was taken outside the jurisdiction where the notary public or commissioner of deeds was authorized to act. Therefore, stating that the documents become legally void is actually absolutely not correct, and therefore we can strike out choice B as our solution. Choice C states, the notary public is required to retake the notary exam. In fact, this is not stated anywhere in the law. As we read before, the consequences are a potential suspension or removal from office, not having to retake the exam. Therefore, choice C is not our solution. Finally, choice D states, there are no consequences as long as the documents are valid. Now, this is worded in a way that can be confusing, because as we read before, indeed the documents may still be valid, but there are actually consequences, i.e. a suspension or removal from office. Therefore, choice D is not our solution. That leaves us with choice A. The notary public may face suspension or removal of their commission as our solution.